On this episode, I traveled 3,000 miles and braved the harsh cold of Canada to visit with Luc Du Sault, VP Creative at LG2, which recently has been rated number 10 of the top 100 of the best Canadian creative agency, ahead of Gray, Ogilvy, Saatchi, FCB, and even Y&R. Hi, my name is David. I'm a consultant, a freelancer, and a critic. Through my career, I helped hundreds of companies shaping their brand to give their competition a run for their money. I recently embarked on an interesting journey of visiting the best creative in the nation and even beyond in search for new ideas and also testing my own beliefs. So my wife and I booked a flight, packed our stuff, and took off to my homeland, home of hockey, boots, and maple syrup. We started our trip at John Wayne Airport with a terrorist alert. And getting off the plane in Montreal, we sadly learned that we cannot enter Canada with voodoo dolls. Really? Being 400 years old not only makes Quebec the oldest city in the continent, but the only French-speaking province in the country, and to many, the best-kept secret in North America. Known for its European architecture, shopping, and local brands like this one called Fuck Fashion, Quebec is also known for its culinary experience, so I couldn't wait to introduce my wife to some local delicatessen such as the poutine and maple syrup on a stick served on snow. Besides its food, the province is also known as the cornerstone in the history of Canadian advertising, Montreal being the home of the country's first advertising agencies in the early 1900s. We will have to wait until the 1960s and the social revolution for the French-Canadian advertising landscape to come up with its first contributors that will become the forefathers of modern advertising in the country, such as Jacques Bouchard, founder of BCP, that made himself famous with his theory on the twin beds, and Claude Cossette, founder of Cossette Communication, which earned its way to the world's top 50 advertising companies with revenues of $184.2 million in 2010. Making my way into their office, I was first confronted with an intimidating wall of awards, and then I finally faced the man himself. Starting my tour in the office, he first showed me that his project managers and graphic artists were working in the one room. That way, he said, everybody's aware of what everybody's doing, and apparently this kind of open setup promotes a better flow of idea and creativity. So unlike DDB, who were the first who put an art director and a copywriter in the same room, LG2's philosophy is more in the line of the ones of Mortier Brigade in Belgium, where creative are architect and storyteller at the same time. He then took me to the kitchen where, as in every good agency, alcohol is part of the landscape. After all, wasn't it David Ogilvy himself that says that he was a far better writer with 1 or 2 brandies? Sitting at a Pac-Man table, he showed me a campaign he created that was an official selection at Cannes last year. The outdoor campaign was designed for a regional hardware store showing renovation projects made out of billboards. He got the inspiration apparently during the holiday season watching his wife cooking some gingerbread cookies. Proof that inspiration can come from anywhere. The idea was simple but effective because of A, the simplicity of the message, and B, because of the fact that he was able to be creative with the canvas itself. In fact, the whole campaign was designed around the fact that the billboard can be more than just a structure to display a message. Luc told me that shortly after the campaign went live, they discovered on the blog of Joe Lapompe, a site entirely dedicated to hunt similar advertising ideas, that a hardware store in Brazil had the same idea. Unfortunate coincidence or shameless copycat? You decide. And when I asked him about his influences, he shared with me that he always admired Goodby Silverstein, from which he borrowed his work ethic. If you take 30 seconds of somebody's life, make sure that it is memorable. Right before flying to California, we made a quick stop deep in the wood to a Nordic spa so my wife can get a massage. What's a Nordic spa, you may ask? It's a beautiful location where people throw themselves in a frozen lake and then in a hot tub. I know it's a bit crazy, but apparently it works. After I made proper goodbyes to my homeland, I spent the next 5 hours making sarcastic remarks about the horrible design of the plane's emergency instruction brochure. Back under the sun of California, I was happy that Luc and I were connecting on more than a few points. Clients are trusting us with their dollars to bring results and create a memorable experience for the audience. In order to do so, we must be willing to step out of our comfort zone and constantly raise the bar, especially in a media-saturated world. Making the media, or the context or the ad, a part of your story definitely helps creating something memorable. And we see it more and more with the rapid growth and popularity of ambient advertising. Adding this third dimension to the creative equation and looking for relationships between elements beyond just art and copy is surely not easy. But we should make it our aim, because it's damn effective.